Yes, good morning. Today we are ready to do the show. It is 4/4/2020, which would have been like the greatest holiday, double vision for all the weed people out there. This whole month is 4/20, and we can't even really celebrate it together. You know, you can't pass a pipe around, you can't do your thing. Welcome back, CC8 here. Let's do this thing. April 4th. We'll do the numbers real quick and we'll get into some things. LA County, we got 4566. That's the number of cases and 89 confirmed deaths. Oh my God. What I'm doing is I'm just going off the LA County numbers now because the, Johns Hopkins numbers, there we go. We're high tech, baby, we're high tech. The Johns Hopkins numbers aren't accurate. The numbers from Brazil, but you know, we can't accurately do a worldwide count just yet. So we know what they are daily, but they're getting crazy. We know that there's over 1 million cases, but it's probably double that right now. So this thing is truly worldwide. It is everywhere. It is in Clay County, Texas, which is where my family's from, which is where my grandpa lives, which is where my grandma lives. I got family on both sides, my mom's side and my dad's side there. It's very sad. They reported their first case, and I'm like, that is the smallest, tiniest county. I can't believe it's there. Shit, you know. Okay, so I was born January 11th. I was the first baby born in the county that year, January 11th. You understand what I'm saying? 10 days with no new people. That's where I'm from. So that's today. That's our numbers for 2020. I can't believe it. Enjoy it. Smoke one up for yourselves. So when I see you, we'll pass one around. For now, just enjoy it by yourself. You can't share. You can't even pass it around. Vegas rules are still in effect. If you don't know what that means, it means that I had a shrimp cocktail and champagne for breakfast. And I don't know if it is 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. Nobody does anymore. Everybody is living in their pajamas or whatever. Got my matchy Coach Adams on today. Today we're going to talk about Typhoid Mary and how to wear the frickin' mask. But first I want to talk about New Jersey because New York's getting a lot of talk about their numbers are very sad, through the roof. The personal pleas from all the people that are on the front lines there is very sad. They need your masks. If you're hoarding masks, give them to your fire department, give them to your police department, give them to your hospital, you know, donate them to somebody that needs them. The masks are very important right now, as we've seen in other countries throughout the world. Use the mask. But what I liked about what New Jersey did is the governor ordered all the flags to be half-mast until this thing's over, in response to all of the people that can't have a funeral or can't mourn the loss because we're doing this crazy thing. I don't know why that hit me on a certain note. It just hit me the right way. I don't know how to explain that like that. No, the wrong way, you know what I mean? But that hurts. So that's when you know it's real, when it's in Jersey, okay? That means it's been union approved, I bet. So it's happening. I don't even have... When you do open mics with other comics, it's fun because there's like... You're talking to other people and you're interacting and you're kind of seeing where everybody's coming from, and you get a look. Plus you get a look at everybody's house. I have a very messy background, as you can see. Represents, I got a lot going on up here. But what you also see is everybody's perspective of how they're dealing with this aloneness, how serious they take it, and what. I mean, I take it very serious because I live near a hospital. You know, it's happening here. Like I said, 89 reported deaths in the county. What? Here it is. All right, it's here. So let's talk about Typhoid Mary. I'm going to be mentioning her a lot because Typhoid Mary is what you would call an asymptomatic carrier. What does that mean? It means you show no signs of the illness, but you pass it on to everybody else. You are infectious, and quarantine is required. So Typhoid Mary, in the year 1900, and this is all in New York. So she's from Ireland. She comes to New York. She gets to work as a cook, chef, cook, whatever you want to call it, in the house. So she is asymptomatic carrier. She's cooking the food. Whoop. Within 3 weeks of her getting hired there, half the house has typhoid. Happens again in the next house and the next. She keeps moving house to house. Half the families are getting sick. A few are dying along the way. It's becoming, everybody gets typhoid fever. That's where the nickname comes from. So there was a guy that investigated it and found out that she was probably the one that had it. But she wasn't having anything of it. She's like, I feel fine, screw you, what are you talking about? This is my livelihood, you're messing with my money, okay? I can't quarantine, I gotta go make some money. She says no to all his requests. So he goes on a different chase, and he figures out the history that she's gone from house to house to house to house in so many places. And then she switched her name up, and then she got quarantined. Finally, they put her in quarantine because she was just causing everybody to get typhoid fever. My little ode to New Orleans here. Cafe Du Monde, the ultimate tourist trap. So you know that I had to go there. But they're open 24 hours a day, and they serve coffee and beignets. And so it's the bomb. Today's show is sponsored by nobody. I got no sponsors. So Typhoid Mary, back to our show. So she's in quarantine a couple of times, but the first time she's in, she agrees to the treatment. They test her, they figure out she is positive for typhoid, but she does not show any symptoms. They never really heard of this before. They didn't understand that this is the way it works, but this guy's putting together the theory. They let her out under the guise that she'll just be quarantined. She leaves and goes under an assumed name and takes more jobs and gets more people sick. And that's when people got angry. They put her into a hospital in Brooklyn. I think it was in Brooklyn. Riverside Hospital. I don't know. And that's where she stayed for like 30 years until she died. Typhoid Mary. Look it up, man. Do your own research. What the hell? But I say that because a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about when I mention that, as that's what's happening right now with this COVID-19 is the asymptomatic carriers. Kids, young people, they think that they're immune when they go out to spring break. 70 of them go out and 28 of them got it when they come back. 44 of them got it now. And then the other 30 kids, they probably got it too, but they don't show any signs. And so you got to assume that all 70 people are positive. That's how this is working right now, and that's why we got to still stay home, do your thing. I know it's stupid, and I wish I had more to give you on the positive note. There is good things happening. Virtual weddings, people are really learning to live online. It's weird for everybody to be talking to the camera. Like I said, I just want to thank you for coming here to this show, because we got a lot of dudes with beards, glasses, hats, white guys doing our thing with our new shows. That's not the whole show. I want to finish today by talking about your sterile mask. You gotta keep it folded in half. Your sterile mask looks like this. Okay? Now I got a big nose, so I had to get one of these. Are you ready? This is the metal part. And you gotta make sure that you pull it down over your chin. Okay? Pinch it up here. You gotta do your best to get a little seal. Okay? You want to cover the whole thing. If you wear it up here, you're not doing any good, because when your jaw moves up and down as you talk, you're letting it in. So boom, right there. This one's okay for beards if you've got to switch to the more important N95 or the KN95, which were just approved, but they're not, whatever. If you got to switch to those, then I'm going to have to shave the beard. So we'll do that together. I'll try to make that an episode. I don't know. Anyway, that's been me. That's been you. This is going to get awkward. Thank you guys. I love you. I hope you're all doing well. Okay, and that you're staying sane. Let me know what's happening. That's what I got. Do 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 do.